As I prepare to consume my meal, a man covered in a blanket looks through the glass window at me, hungry, and I think to myself, you know, everyone is a paycheck or two or three away from being in the same condition, on the street, cold, possibly hungry, and they're facing the reality that there just aren't enough beds. It chokes me to think about it. There aren't enough beds for everyone, enough blankets. Here's one man's story.
Well, what am I going to get? A suit or something? I don't know, but she told you not to do that, but you do it.
Living and working here in San Francisco, you get used to seeing homeless people. But today, there was something that made me stop just across from the Ferry Building. It's crazy though, it's like a living room, huh?
Yeah.
A sofa with oriental carpet, books, and power. What's your name?
Kenny.
Kenny what?
Alexander.
You got a couple of sofas, huh?
Yeah, and what I do is right now I'm collecting books for the people outside for activities so they can, veer away from drug use and find the stuff that's good for them substance-wise, in your soul, not the substance on the streets.
Yeah. And you sleep on this one or this one?
Wherever I just sit, I sit up and I just pass out, I go hunt shoes and socks and blankets and stuff like that for the people out here who need it. Plus I do like little individual therapy sessions with people and talk to them about their lives and stuff. It's all confidential. They're getting better, they're starting to tuck in their shirts and comb in their hair, and then they're starting to clean up too, so it's making some progress.
Where'd all the food come from, Ken?
People drop it off.
Wow.
Sometimes I'll sell a painting or two, or
And you purchase it from what, across the street, or?
and I get government assistance now, so
What's that check like every month? How much is it?
like 300 or something.
Like 300?
Yeah.
You get power off the light pole, huh?
Somebody does.
Yeah. I'm just telling you though, as a taxpayer, I couldn't do this. I couldn't put a sofa up on my street and live there 24/7.
You should be able to. I would definitely back you up if that's something you wanted to do. Like, you should be able to. Because some of us want to be outside because we don't want to be told what to do, and we don't want to live in a cage and practice monotony every day, being a slave and basically working for peanuts. And all these people, they complain about their jobs, they complain about having to pay rent. Then why do they do it? It's a choice,
And this kind of ruins the view for everybody else who comes by or who lives
Some
here.
people, a lot of people say it's awesome. They say, hey man, that's cool, man, because I love everybody. I don't even hate the people that call the police on me. I don't think they're bad people. I just think they got kids, and they're trying to do the best they can, raising them in a good environment, and they only want what's best for their families and stuff. So I do understand that, and that's why I'm trying to massage my way in, but also follow the rules and guidelines at the same time, because I've reduced a lot of things that I used to do out here. Used to be a lot worse. It was like a junkyard.
What do you think, though, in terms of what's the key to getting people off the streets in San Francisco?
Well, the key to getting people off the streets is if they're wanting to get off the streets, but a lot of the people out here that you've been out here for so long, it's like, for myself, I feel liberated outside. I feel like I'm not trapped and confined or constricted, and I don't really ever want to go back inside. I'm only doing it because the authorities and the government is forcing me to go back into a cage, and if I don't, they're just going to keep trying to arrest me or trump up charges on me or manufacture cases based on them not knowing I don't have a criminal record. I got one misdemeanor in 40 years.
If you had your choice, you would stay outside.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I find it way easier. The only thing that's hard about living outside is the authorities, is the cops. I used to be a raging alcoholic. Horrible drunk, break bones, ended up passing out everywhere. And nobody back home or anywhere had any hope for me, but I ended up stopping that.
And how old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at you, and you look. I mean, you're a handsome guy. You're in good shape, and you're dressing well. I mean, have you been able to find a job, or can you work, or no?
I actually got my own business I do in the summertime where I stencil curb numbers for emergency vehicles and delivery services on the curbs.
Yeah.
And I do also commercial and residential painting as well. So it ended up going hand in hand because I just started painting like probably about a year ago.
Is that your art there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And you do it out here, huh?
Yeah, I just want to basically escape from supplemental and recreational drugs, you know, so I don't have to do certain activities that are mind-altering and that it's not beneficial to me. So being sober is better, so this channels that, and it helps me get away from things like that.
So are you off drugs, or?
I smoke weed.
Yeah, well, that's...
It's legal, but man-made chemicals I'm totally against. I just stopped doing a bunch of drugs because I used to smoke pills on foil and stuff like that, like really bad. And I figured since my dad...
Opioids, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since my dad adopted me, I figured I owed it to him, like not to let him die in vain for everything he worked so hard to give me. So he took me in the bathroom. He said, "Son, you're gonna die." And I looked at myself, and I didn't look too good. And I just quit cold turkey, and it surprised a lot of people. And my brother, he just quit doing fentanyl because he went to jail for 3 weeks, but they rehabilitated him, and now he's good now.
Oh, no kidding.
He's starting an anti-drug program and all that.
So the jail helped him to kick fentanyl.
Absolutely. I mean, normally I wouldn't see it that way, but, you know, it seemed to work, you know, and he's strong and healthy now. And
It's crazy how addictive that drug is, huh?
yeah, it's terrible. You know, I've lost like at least 100 friends off of it, and I could only save like probably 15 of them. And the last person I was one of my best friends, and well, they're all my best friends.
Yeah.
But I worked on him on the grass over there, and he died. I had some nerve issues and stuff like that, but I practice Taoism now, so I kind of flow with the current, and I don't let things bother me. I don't like to argue. I don't have any enemies. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody unconditionally. And there's nobody I wouldn't help unless it was a pedophile, a murderer, or a rapist, you know. It's different. That's where I have to draw the line.
Let's take a couple other pictures.
You okay?
I'm expensive.
Yeah, because something got knocked right here.
What are you filming for?
Doing a story about his camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mama.
Yeah, it's got a dent too. I assume you aren't happy about that, huh?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, you're saying?
What do I do?
I'm so sorry.
What do I do?
Insurance?
I don't have insurance, but you know what? If you give me your information, I will pay you for it. Just make sure it doesn't happen again, you know? Make sure I get all the stuff down so I don't have any other cars. I'm probably going to get a big lecture about this. I'd probably deserve it, you know, for being negative. I feel terrible, you know? It's not something I wish upon anybody, and I care about everybody, you know? I'm always trying to make sure everybody's happy and everybody's content with life, and then make sure that nothing bothers them. And it breaks my heart that she had to go through that, and she seems like such a nice lady. Like, I feel awful. I mean, I could cry over that, you know. I'm just... Yeah. That's all right. All this stuff's gonna come down today anyway.
Why?
I actually told them earlier that I felt like it was time for it to come down for a while. Or maybe for good, I'm not sure. I'm getting kind of too old for it. I'll take care of all of it. This is just a stepping stone for me to do the right thing for the people, because I'm not here to cause problems. You know, so whatever's going to make everybody comfortable, I'll end up making sure that happens.
You're pulling down the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm taking it all down.
Why?
I don't want to cause trouble, you know, and I don't want that lady to feel like she has to worry about her vehicle anymore being, you know, threatened or anything like that. But I'm just, like I said, I don't want to cause trouble. I just want to do the right thing.
You're gonna go someplace else, or stay here, or what are you gonna do?
I'll stay here, but I'm going to take all this stuff away.
So it is late at night, and there's a medical emergency ahead of us. So I'm not really sure if we're going to be on time or not. It's close to midnight. And we've been stuck on BART here for a while. Just stuck for a while. I guess if people are trying to get a late minute flight, they're not going to get there. And I'm on the train headed to the airport. That is the BART.
For your safety, do not go to the trackway for any reason. The trackway is a restricted area and trespassers will be prosecuted. If you drop something in the trackway, please keep the station agent before the tree. If you see anyone in the trackway, please let the station agent know or call our police at 510-464-7000 immediately.
Too bad they don't have restrooms on the train. Well.
Embarcadero on 24th Street. We will be leaving within the next few minutes. We're 8 minutes late in service for the airport at this time. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. Remember, again, good.
There's no direct purchase service at this time. There's some passengers will afford the transfer
I'm telling you, this feels like a sci-fi movie. Feels like a sci-fi movie. I am so serious. Man.
To Dublin Western, we will have an handout train arriving momentarily on platform number 2. Passengers traveling to handout. That train will be arriving momentarily platform 2. Various passengers can board that handout train, transfer to a various train handling to the street station.
Stuck here.
The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors. Now boarding out. Powell Street. This is a yellow line train to Millbrae. The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors.
So it's a medical emergency on that train. What happened over there?
Oh, somebody had a medical emergency. I believe he had a sugar window.
A what?
A diabetic
Oh, okay.
emergency.
Yeah, I see them have him on the floor over there.
Yeah. How you doing tonight, bro?
Pretty good. How are you?
Salam.
Assalamu alaikum. It's always something, isn't it?